A shocking number of you are walking into the field with a ticking time bomb, a rifle you trust, but one that the collective hunting community has quietly labeled a lemon. Now, I've heard all the stories. I've seen the posts. A simple question was asked of the community. What rifle do you regret buying the most? The answers weren't just about budget models. They spanned the entire spectrum, all the way up to rifles that cost thousands of dollars. But the real treasure here, the core knowledge, is that for every disaster story, there was a ringing endorsement for another, a brand that hunters trust with their season, their freezer, and their hard-earned money. That's the critical data point. I'm not here to give you my personal opinions. I'm here to deliver the unfiltered, crowdsourced truth, and I've broken it down into a crucial, high-value analysis of the community's top 3 regrets and the top 3 most trusted rifles. This is authoritative education, the real deal, designed to save you money, time, and a ruined hunt. The 3 biggest hunter regrets, deconstructing the lemon. We are starting with the cold, hard reality of what the community says are the worst investments. These are the rifles that drove hunters to the forums to say, simply, never again. The first warning: Savage Arms budget. Blind spot. Coming in at number 3 on the regret list is Savage. Now, this one is a complex pick, and it's essential we analyze it, not just dismiss it. Many of us, myself included, own a Savage rifle we love, one that is accurate and reliable. But the overwhelming sentiment of regret is specifically geared toward the lower-end, more budget-friendly Savage models. The complaints coalesce around a few key failures: inconsistent quality control, rough actions, and cheap stocks. This isn't surprising, as manufacturers scale up to meet demand on budget lines like the Axis 2 XP. They sometimes cut corners. You've heard of the sticky bolt, the one that cycles with a noticeable grating sound? That's what we're talking about. The aftermarket support for Savage is phenomenal, which is a big plus. But here is the critical warning. The community has noticed that to get the vaunted Savage accuracy, you often have to climb out of that sub-$500 price bracket and into their more expensive, higher-end Model 110 variants. The takeaway is this: if you're buying a Savage, understand that the risk of a true lemon, a rifle with quality control issues, increases significantly on their entry-level platforms. You have to be prepared to potentially smooth that action yourself or upgrade that stock right out of the box. The second warning: Fierce and the premium price. Paradox. The number 2 regret brand is Fierce. This is where the price tag starts to play a serious psychological game. Fierce rifles are not cheap. They are marketed as a semi-custom or premium rifle, and their appearance reflects that. They are often beautiful. For this premium price, hunters are demanding, and rightfully so, premium consistency. But the reports are that Fierce simply doesn't deliver consistently. The core complaints: inconsistent accuracy and major quality control issues. When a rifle costs thousands of dollars, a simple quality control error, like a poorly chambered barrel or an ill-fitting action, is not just disappointing, it's an outright failure of the brand promise. Compounding the issue is the reported lackluster customer service. When a high-dollar rifle goes back to the factory, the expectation is concierge-level support. When hunters feel that after-sales support is non-existent, it transforms a mechanical problem into a permanent, reputation-killing regret. For the price of a Fierce, the community consensus says you expect perfection, and too often, you're rolling the dice. The final warning: Christensen Arms carbon fiber conundrum. The number 1 regret, the undisputed landslide winner of this community poll, is Christensen Arms. This is where the narrative shifts from a few bad apples to a systemic issue. Christensen Arms is famous for its use of carbon fiber barrels and lightweight stocks, innovation that should, on paper, deliver exceptional accuracy in an ultralight package. But the consensus, the raw data from the community, is clear. Christensen Arms had more votes of regret than every other brand combined. The issues are a direct consequence of their manufacturing scale and materials. Wandering accuracy, meaning groups that suddenly open up for no discernible reason, and the same litany of quality control and frustrating customer service problems. The search data backs this up. showing a historical pattern of customer complaints regarding tight throats, rough chambers, and general inconsistency, often related to the bedding of the carbon fiber components. A rifle built on aerospace technology should not have the most frequent reports of being a lemon in the industry. The expert analysis here is simple. If you are investing in a carbon fiber barreled rifle, you are paying a massive premium for weight reduction. When that weight reduction comes with a higher than average risk of compromised accuracy and a frustrating warranty experience, the value proposition collapses entirely. The 3 most trusted rifles, the foundation of confidence. Now for the good news, the guns that hunters didn't just like, but that they actively recommended as an answer to the question of the worst. These are the rifles that, through performance and reliability, have earned the community's unwavering trust. The unexpected contender, Seekins Precision's value proposition. The number 3 most trusted brand is Seekins. This is a dark horse, not quite as ubiquitous as some others, but its high placement is an enormous sign of respect from those who own them. Seekins is at the pricier end of the spectrum, but here, the community says you are getting what you pay for. The praise is for the overall package, exceptional machining, a great action, and true semi-custom quality right out of the box. The only reasons the community believes it isn't number 1 are its higher price point and a smaller dealer network compared to the massive legacy brands. For the intermediate to advanced shooter, looking for a precision hunting rifle without the weight and cost of a full custom build, Seekins has established itself as a top-tier performer, delivering a consistent, accurate product that requires almost no aftermarket tuning. Ruger's Rebound, consistency in the American line. The number 2 most trusted brand is Ruger. The data here is fascinating because it proves that a major manufacturer can successfully deliver consistency, often at a budget-friendly price. The Ruger American line, particularly the Predator models, has a reputation for being rugged, reliable, and offering incredible accuracy for the price. Now, the community did share stories of the occasional lemon, a specific example being an issue with the Ruger American Predator chambered in .308. But the critical difference here is the customer service. The story shared was of a non-grouping rifle that Ruger was super easy to work with, sending the rifle back and resolving the issue without drama. This is the ultimate lesson in brand trust. No manufacturer is immune to a bad rifle, but a great company takes accountability and fixes it. Ruger's consistency, value, and commitment to the customer experience earn them this number 2 spot. The undisputed champion, Tikka T3X, and the smoothness standard. The number 1 most trusted rifle brand, the one that won this survey by a landslide, is Tikka. Honestly, if you've been in a gun shop, handled a few bolt guns, or spent any time on the range, this is no surprise. Even when asked about the worst rifles, hunters overwhelmingly chimed in to simply say, just buy a Tikka. This is a testament to the Finnish brand's unrelenting commitment to quality control and design philosophy. Tikka's reputation rests on 3 non-negotiable pillars. Buttery smooth actions. The action on a Tikka T3X is routinely described as the best factory action available outside of a full custom gun. It's smooth, reliable, and built to incredibly tight tolerances. Unwavering accuracy. The core of the trust is the promise of sub-inch, out-of-the-box accuracy with factory ammo. As the community noted, it consistently delivers a 3-shot group under an inch, even for an average shooter. The buy-it-and-forget-it factor. This is the highest praise a hunting rifle can receive. It means the rifle is so reliable, so consistent, and so accurate that the hunter can focus completely on the hunt, not on the equipment. The expert analysis here is simple. Tikka is the gold standard for production bolt-action rifles because it prioritizes the functional core of the rifle, the barrel, and the action above all else. They might have a downside, like fewer aftermarket parts or a less tactical look in some models, but they deliver on the promise of performance every single time. The lessons from this deep dive are not just about brand names. They are a philosophy for buying. If you're shopping for a rifle, you need to use this crowdsourced data as a shield. 1. Understand the budget barrier. For brands like Savage, know that the most common complaints of rough action and cheap stock cluster in the sub-$500 range. Factor a stock upgrade and action polishing into your true cost of ownership. 2. Beware the price to QC trap. For premium brands like Fierce and Christensen Arms, where carbon fiber and high price tags are the norm, demand a flawless product. If you buy one of these, you need to meticulously test for sub-MOA performance with your chosen hunting ammo immediately. If it fails, send it back and demand a fix or a full replacement. Do not tolerate a finicky rifle for a premium price. 3. Embrace the Tikka standard. The community has spoken. The highest trust is placed in Tikka, Ruger American, and Seekins. If you want a rifle that is guaranteed to perform out of the box, use them as your baseline for comparison. Handle the actions, feel the consistency, and expect sub-MOA accuracy for everything over the budget line. This is your money, your season, and your hunt on the line. Don't trust hype. Trust the hard-won experience of the hundreds of hunters who've been there. Now, I want to hear from you. Did your most trusted rifle make the list? Or are you sitting on a regret that the community needs to hear about? Drop a comment down below. Let's keep this conversation going and save another hunter from buying a lemon. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate the support. I'll catch you in the next one.